porfavor!
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor. Tried to warn you too.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss Mart.
These two are my friends. As for the man...
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon fade.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. This man has had quite the shock. Could you...
hello, Vian?
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she...
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that...
We met some stowaways. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of As... I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was...
If that's true...
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
Lost Diary. Let's go, Himeko.
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
So that's how it is.
Himeko!
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in...
It's a pleasure.
You know.
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate... Please, allow me to formally...
Grave?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without...
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back.
So, on that note, Mr. Mika, which two...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, but before that, you have an important...
An important guest?
Let's go.
Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Let's go.
There she is.
It really is her. Miss Robin!
Let's go, Miss Robin.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some value.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids...
It was nothing, Grace.
Let's go.
I merely
Miss
taught them how to
Robin.
sing.
Miss Robin.
It was you who brought hope in life. Must be quite difficult.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of...
It seems Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing.
Carol there with her blind eyes used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with me, an old lady with no legs.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once.
And should our feathers be damaged, there's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams. Because we have the right and the ability.
It's a relief to see you safe and
Let's
sound,
go.
Miss Robin.
Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the...
Since you're here...
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, but now it seems... the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that...
Sweet dreams collapse.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if you're...
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place, it's regrettable. But the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor... or traitors... This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality...
Could there be another force influencing the families? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the...
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harm... I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family. And who exactly it was who betrayed us all. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh shit.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to...
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds.
That's quite the romantic...
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild...
Ah, I see. It seems, as you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground after countless attempts by many generations.
So, you mean birds?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it.
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because,
That's an interesting perspective.
for now, I'll keep it in. I want it.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah.
And what might...
What if this little if there are fledglings in this world, should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all...
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
Hello.
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus,
I find it hard to believe a man who's...
Fine. You don't have to trust me. The sense of justice.
Show me Robin first.
All right. As you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
What's your
Firefly?
trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean,
Firefly,
this
she
lady
looks so
will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me on...
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all.
Rosalina, and...
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams.
If their names are inscribed...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace.
Skilled gunslinger?
In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana,
Though I had expected as much.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted, here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Let's go.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's... That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one.
You're right, Mr. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
history fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went... Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you.
The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony...
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means? I wish that were the truth. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance, and that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantity. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
Oh shit.
The plan?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power. And most heeded the turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had... By the time a representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron...
And I suppose the family happened to possess...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played up... Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony. Swiftly, at my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving...
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy.
So,
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy...
If that's the case...
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control.
As I suspected. You all look quite serious.
Are you done talking?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first
As for the person who employed its power, it is in...
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect. I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up?
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessor.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge.
Nah, I'd surrender. What the fuck? Dude, is that JJK reference? Nah, I'd surrender. Going up against Richard, nah, I'd surrender. Heroes never back down, pieces never back.
That
We'd
line
win.
actually makes me a bit nervous.
Now I'd win, he should have said.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations. And could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Right.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but
Huh? Even yours?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind.
Maybe you can just...
no, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite... You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? Huh. I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmit. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be a...
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always...
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't...
Spoken like a true hero.
Spoken like a true hero.
Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something else?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 Nameless in Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not enough to say meet. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
Damn, she's a
And
fucking
you
badass.
two, young Nameless, you have very interesting...
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind
What
a
the
special
fuck?
gift, a true come with me.
Oh
Now
shit, what the hell?
is the time to reveal it.
Yo! What the fuck?
Back here again.
What?
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise, brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
What the fuck? What?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Yo, this is fucking cool.
First and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Oh shit, he was a... This is so cool.
Feeling lucky.
Oh shit, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's fucking dead.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless. Even I could guess that one.
It's
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the Nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some...
Well, let's have a look.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as that old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is that mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail...
Don't start getting off.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just...
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have... That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour, and it's for Mikhail. And for the future.
It's fucking Puka.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Let's go.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companion's already checked in.
I see, but your companion said you...
Now the plans have
Dude,
changed.
he looks so fucking cool.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow
Bro, he's
trailblazer.
Pom Pom.
We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give... I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other member...
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates...
How about this? Give me their...
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Wilt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution?
Please be patient. We need to come...
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities.
It's...
Fudge! Look,
Yeah.
nothing personal, but if you can't...
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You...
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything. Locked and loaded.
Dude, that's so fucking...
At night.
The Charmony Festival's at...
Hey!
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad...
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival...
Well, you never know, right? Anyway, let's forget about that.
Unsettling things?
Relax. With a big event like this...
Oh, well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
They're clueless. Dude, he looks so cool. He looks so fucking cool. No, I can't always forget. Thank you.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Black.
Hello. So, do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but at present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived.
She doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreams.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is... I walked around the hotel, but didn't...
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of...
We shouldn't linger here.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed?
Are you suggesting we sit...
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family they don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But...
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Dude, this shit's so cool.
You can actually book a stay on credit, and the interest...
Dennis.
You're the...
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but we've been waiting here forever, without any food.
Is this your...
It's cold.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try...
Just don't call yourself a name.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of planning out this piece.
Terrible. The NPCs look so cool. Pretty NPCs.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order.
Has Donna's White Oak?
Oh, no.
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle.
That's strange.
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have.
Wow, that's the most expensive one. What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's class...
Ah, flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh!
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
As long as you're satisfied, dear.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would... Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect likes their luck?
Talking. Do all the...
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we put that Acheron lady. She doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary.
And you believe that someone like her...
I'm not entirely sure. But I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows...
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival, unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case...
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human that people do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is... But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and...
You think Shipei's...
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. But it's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the...
But in my opinion, Akavili's...
Oh. So you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because they're...
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't... It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless...
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old... By the way, when you were walking around...
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests?
Huh?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated.
Looks like...
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many more. I'll be waiting for you on the...
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but...
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill.
Oh, shit.
So I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
It'll be Topaz, and it's gonna be like, Memo Keeper.
Two guests?
Yeah,
Jinli.
two. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, Conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless
She
are the
could
only
see it.
ones we can truly trust
Oh
right
shit,
now.
that's so cool.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill,
let's go.
This is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you...
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the...
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself.
Let's go.
My name is Black
Oh,
Swan.
fucking Akron.
And I serve the Garden of Recollection as an... I'm sure she knows it better.
Let's
than I do.
go. What the fuck? Oh shit.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
Damn.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
What the fuck is going on?
Trustworthy?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any
Dude,
other
this is
options.
so cool.
No other options. What do you...
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safe. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
What the shit? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Pom-pom, say something.
Passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the
What
truth.
the fuck?
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and
Dude, he
limited
looks so
contact
fucking
with each
cool.
other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you.
He looks so fucking cool. I'ma get him.
Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner.
What the fuck?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the... So... How long has this rain been going on?
Who the fuck is that? Who is
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop.
that? What the fuck?
Years and decades pass. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail, and for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that, like sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Group of Galaxy Rangers?
Of Galaxy Rangers.
Oh, what the hell?
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So, as for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further.
But you know, these sin thirsters.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless if this is what the departed ones expected.
A good question. What I do know is that one day someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
No, we're going back. I want to see more of them. Fuck. I want to see more.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, minds as I grew into adulthood, I left behind.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worry that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So...
Do you sincerely repent?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh... Yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Shipe. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I
wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
see.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance, but the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed...
I have sought their presence with...
Sure. Let's just get this over with. That's it. Nothing more.
Do you...
My sins? Starting to sound like a... You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker?
Feather brain.
Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chase... Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave.
Oh, revered triples, who can judge the strong, when who can vouch for the weak? Who can comfort the purest soul? If the strong defending the weak, then who?
Brother? Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident.
No need to worry.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... We'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand. Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chord Master.
You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us.
Perhaps you'll be the first...
Let's hope we can reach...
Indeed.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready.
Don't worry. I'll be...
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday. Hey, come over here.
Looks like someone needs help.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there. Okay, if I just reach... Yeah, but it's no big deal. The Grand Thief, they told me not to sell everything I had.
Selling everything you had?
Why? Can't you see? It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow.
Is this...
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous.
Oh, yeah, that's a great... See you around, Mr. Sunday.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. The man we ran into, even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for...
I suppose you have a point. But
why do you say that?
you think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power. However, value doesn't come out of thin air. And there's a limit to it.
Are you suggesting that...
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything... Survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet... No tragedies exist here. Only happiness. Although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany.
Oh shit.
I wonder if exercising...
meet you again, Robin. How are the You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dream.
But if this went on forever...
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food.
But you know that only a few...
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life. And I wish you a fantastic performance.
Seems like that guest.
She had a valid point.
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life, but in
Well, she did make mention of being able to...
However,
No. In the paradise we yearn for. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. You're right. Even though time...
A philosophical mind.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for...
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and then... all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. And they have. And I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfort. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. To me, use my true appearance. No.
So...
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, how I end.
That old man's story. It's so...
That's precisely why the...
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations.
There will be a way out.
Who is that? Is that...
Look what we have
It's
here.
Sparkle?
A lovely
Fucking
young
Sparkle.
lady.
Fuck you, Sparkle. Fuck you, Sparkle.
Wait, is that me?
It's Sparkle.
Brother, what a surprise to see you.
Show yourself. Your trick won't...
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for...
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, you should be thanking me. Because if it weren't for me cleaning up this...
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us.
The Charmony Festival? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy.
Damn.
But I'm pretty sure lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, Penacony, the land of...
Stop it.
What's the rush,
Chicken wing boy? What the fuck?
Did I...
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool.
All right. I'll go. Do you really believe those living in dreams... Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. And it'll be thrill.
I heard a
Dude, she
raven
gave him a
calling
fucking
in the
bond.
distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the dream.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have... Seems like a lot has changed during my
What the
absence.
fuck was that?
Well, someone...
But that someone doesn't have to be you. The paradise in our dreams. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the...
Remember the old man we met earlier?
That might be true, but even without Penacony, that path may have been more ordinary and challenging. But now, is Penacony granting these people a future?
Well, don't forget, the future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were...
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it shortly after you left. It crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and...
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
Oh shit, he has purple. Oh fuck.
While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak...
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the...
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about this. If I could become a Chord Master, I'd like to summon... Dominic.
I see.
Don't you...
Of course I do. It's just that... Then,
let's build a stage there, and invite everyone...
It's a deal.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Maybe you'll...
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
I like that Firefly is just here.
Yes. And now, it's up to us.
Since he's already carried out his... But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude? Staking everything. You have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength.
Got any more encouraging?
As I see it, Relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be... Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and...
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater?
So, no one's gonna say anything? Why are you speaking like the General of the Wafu? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Fest. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss.
So, how do we go about
As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity...
We'll follow March's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again?
All right.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with...
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join...
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorched Sand Hall. If you have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear...
Oh, wow! They've really outdone themselves! Oh, I'm starting to get excited!
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of steel. Are you aspiring to be...
Is he...
Yes, you! There's no...
Excuse me, you 4? What?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty!
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brother Lance...
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up.
What the fuck?
Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
All sorts of baddies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please come in.
Who's...
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10...
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soul Glad.
Hello, everybody.
Don't... can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters.
That's it. Jeez. Fuck. She's Marshmallow, everyone after Violet. Looking directly at us. I wanna put this on galactic face mother. Hello everyone, hello everyone. That's so down, Parsi that.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone! Hello, everyone! I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary
that's
girl
her net
who
handle.
loves adventures.
And she said cheese.
Hello, everyone.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests.
Grab a bottle of
I do like surprises.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation. Nameless, your arrival reminds me once, during a particularly grueling day, the dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge.
Nah, we'd win. Dude, that's a JJK reference. Nah, I'd win. Nah, we'd win. What the fuck? Nah, we win.
That's the
Dude.
trailblazing spirit.
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and
I hope that by the end of this journey...
a wonderful...
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. And in the last stage, you will face off. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now,
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her.
Fine by me.
All right. I don't know.
We'll split into the assigned groups then.
Welcome to the first stage of In the School of Acting Challenge. You now...
Oh, what the fuck? Action challenge. One sec. I'll be back. I'm gonna go restroom.